just...
You get them drunk?
Yeah, they'll like get them like all buzzed and everything.
What I think, like, imagine if it was humans, even if we treated them well, and then we murdered them, you know, you're still taking the life of somebody who doesn't want to die. So you're still robbing an individual like our fellow Earthling, someone who feels pain and suffers.
Yeah, cows will even hide their babies.
They do hide their babies. They have friends. They're emotional beings, just like us. Like, they've got their own heart. They've got their own brain.
And it's terrible that people become so desensitized.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
Well, that's how it's been set up. Don't think about it. Love dogs, love dolphins, love whales. Pay someone else to stab a pig, a cow, a chicken, or a fish in the throat, or shove them in a gas chamber, and that's dinner. You know, like, people have natural compassion. That's why when you watch this, you feel upset. But then the disconnect comes when you feel bad, or you feel bad seeing animals slaughtered, or let's even say you saw somebody abusing an animal in real life. You go and save them and stop that abuse. But then later in the day, most people, mostly unknowingly, will go and then buy a chicken burger or buy scrambled eggs or something like that, and then you are no better than the abuser, because when I pay somebody to kill for me, I'm equally responsible for that killing. And although it's seen to be natural and normal and necessary, it's completely unnatural. That's why it feels so bad to even watch animals be killed, let alone be able to do it yourself. It's not, it is normal, but it shouldn't be, because what's normal is to have compassion and stand up for victims. And it's far from necessary. We've been taught that we need meat for protein and we need dairy for calcium.
Can I hug you right now?
Yeah.
It's very emotional for this woman.
Michael.
Hi.
It's nice to see you here. Do you want to tell folks what you're doing here and what we did last night real quick? First, what it's like to be out here now?
It's really amazing. Surprisingly, I haven't been to a single Cube of Truth before. It's really amazing to see how many people are getting, connecting and listening and seeing this message. And I just watched a woman say she was never gonna, I'm never gonna eat meat again. I'm never gonna eat eggs. After watching the footage, she was standing with her husband, who was trying to look away, and she kept like hitting him, like, no, look. It's amazing. It's really powerful to be out here.
Thanks so much for being out here. And Michael, tell us. So we went to see Michael's show last night, the Animal Show. And he's in from New York City. You've been touring it for a while. Do you want to just tell us a quick second about what you've been doing?
Yeah, sure. So the show is it's a one-man show. It's electronic music. Actually, I was on Jane Unchained before talking about this.
Woo!
So I was so it's electronic music storytelling that I wrote while in residence at Tamerlane Farm Animal Sanctuary in Montague, New Jersey.
Nice.
And now I'm touring with the show and visiting more sanctuaries along the way, and volunteering and working and doing activism all around the West Coast.
And then it gives you all kinds of stories to tell.
Yeah, more stories to tell, more people to connect with, amazing activists and vegans around the country. It's been amazing.
Thank you for all you're doing, Michael.
Oh, thank
and
you.
As a result of this, we've met.
Yes.
And now we're doing activism together.
Yes.
Awesome.
I love it.
Good to see you, Michael.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, so, hey, thanks for being out here.
Hey.
I just want to show people the Cube, but then I want to ask you a little bit about what you're doing out here. Those are Cube of Truth people helping us, but this is the Cube of Truth, and they're connecting still. And I just want to show you. Okay, so.
Nice to meet you. You guys up here?
Just a little south of here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, can you say a little bit about why you're? So you're here to speak for the animals, to be a voice.
Absolutely.
Yes. Can you say why? Are you vegan, and why are you out here? Is this your first time?
Yeah, we're vegan. We've been vegan since March of last year, and we came from Lebanon.
saw this-
Lebanon,
Oregon.
Okay.
About an hour south.
I had a feeling it wasn't Portugal.
No.
And so, what got you to go vegan in March? That's recent. Awesome. What happened for you guys?
A year ago, March.
Oh, okay. A year ago, March.
I
That's
went
about
for
when
my
I
health.
went vegan.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
Started for my health, and then I, of course, watched documentaries, and the ethic and the environmental side of it came in, and now we want to start doing something with our knowledge. So this is our first time coming out here with the Anonymous.
Oh,
Pretty
to be a
cool.
voice. So
Yeah.
first you got aware.
Yeah.
It wasn't good for your health. It's not good ethically. It's not good for the environment. And then you realize, and this is what we want a lot of vegans to know, is that then the next step is to then go out and speak for them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's not enough to stop kicking the
Exactly.
dog.
Right.
We need to go help them, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about
Actually,
that experience. Oh, I want to see your shirt here. And is yours vegan too?
Absolutely.
Oh, what does yours say?
Mine says conscious muscle is vegan muscle and says killing workouts, not animals.
Dang, killing workouts, not animals.
And I
Look
read
at this
that.
guy, he's buff. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So yes, anything else you want to say about being out here and being a voice now for the animals?
I'm just so happy we could. We work on the weekends, but until we can get our weekends off, the weekdays are what we got.
Yep.
So we're definitely happy we could be here.
Thank you so much for being out here.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks.
you so much.
Yeah.
We love everything you're doing.
Oh,
man.
thanks a lot, man. Come
Thank
back
you.
out. We want you here.
Oh, we will.
So James, he
Yo.
just, so everybody, if you didn't see James, I think most people just saw what happened and you got a lot of hearts there. You want to say a little bit about, you were just talking, so this is James Aspie, people, the hearts are coming back, yo. We're in Portland, Oregon, downtown. We've been doing the Cube of Truth. And James, take it away. Like, what's it like to be out here? And if you want to kind of describe what happened.
Alright, so, well, the Cube of Truth, in case you don't know, we get people who are standing in a cube. They got the anonymous mask. Their masks are so that people don't feel threatened by coming up and watching the footage, like you don't feel judged because it's just a blank mask. They hold the mask, have the mask, they hold the footage of animals being slaughtered, and this is just what draws attention. We have some music playing, so it's kind of like a little bit of a spectacle. People come check out what's going on. They watch the footage. We let them watch it for half a minute or a minute or something like that. Then we come up, we ask them, hey, how does it make you feel to see this happening to animals? Have you ever seen anything like this before? And people get into it. This is horrible, this is terrible, I feel so bad for these animals. And then you say something like, well, yeah, because what's natural for us is to care for innocent victims and to not be violent people, to help those who are suffering, not to force them into suffering. You know, what you're seeing here is the product of violence and cruelty from the meat and the dairy and the egg industry. And what we are here to do is to show people that if you do feel that this is wrong, if this makes you feel disgusted and sad for these animals, the least we should all do is go vegan. Because anything less than being vegan is causing unnecessary harm and killing to innocent, vulnerable beings, as vulnerable as children. And if you wouldn't hurt an animal yourself, you shouldn't pay somebody else to stab an animal in the throat either. So this is a very powerful way of spreading the message. It's communication with people and answering questions. It's showing them the realities of where they're getting their food from. And you can give them information to take home with them as well. It's a very powerful form of activism. It costs next to nothing to set up.
Yeah.
You don't need a big crowd. It's amazing. Now what happened just then with this girl?
Yes.
All right, so she was watching the footage. I let her watch it for a long time and she stayed. I could see she was crying and I started asking her some questions and she said that she'd seen footage like this before and yeah, it upsets her greatly. She said she'd been back and forth between vegetarianism and I said, well, you know, for somebody who clearly is troubled by this and moved by this, then please be one of those people who stands on the side of justice rather than is the part of the problem and causes this to happen to animals. Although we've been taught it's natural and normal and necessary to eat animals, it's not natural. Otherwise you wouldn't be crying when you see the way your food is prepared. You wouldn't feel disgusted by it. It is normal in this society, but it shouldn't be. What's really more normal is to stand up for the vulnerable and to be a voice for the voiceless and to stop hurting others. And it's far from necessary. You can be so much healthier as a vegan. So I was just trying to explain this to her, and you know, the point I've been really focusing on today is that if good people, which is most people, if otherwise good people who do care about doing the right thing, if even us aren't gonna change and go vegan, what hope do we have? You've got to make that decision. You've got to commit to it. Because if even good people aren't going to stop stabbing animals in the throat when they just feel like a snack and they could have eaten something else,
Yes.
what kind of people have we got here? What kind of world are we going to live in if the way to reduce so much suffering and so much killing and so much environmental destruction and so many negative things is as simple as changing what milk you buy from cow's milk to rice milk? If it's literally that simple, and even good people don't want to do that, and animal lovers don't want to do that, what hope have we got, man? So you got to take that responsibility. You want to realize what you do matters, and you need to make a change. And it's easy to do. It's infinitely more rewarding. You get so many benefits from going vegan. It's so positive. The food's even better. You're literally lacking nothing. The only thing that you don't get when you go vegan is a higher amount of cholesterol, saturated fat, hormones, and the animal cruelty. They're all things that we're better off without. You still have cakes, you still have pizza, you still have vegan ice cream, you still have everything. Cheeseburgers, man, everything, just the vegan version. So this is better in every way.
Right on.
And if you're feeling it at all, if you're at all moved by animal cruelty, if you're at all inclined to become a better human, a more ethical human than you were the day before today, look into it. How do I go vegan? Look up Challenge 22. It's a free 22-day vegan challenge. You get a mentor, you get help, you get recipes, you get info, you get everything. Just do it. It'll take you no time at all to learn how to be vegan. And then for the rest of your life, you can be saving lives and saving yourself and making this world a better place. The average person will eat 7,000 animals in their life. That's 7,000 individuals who feel pain and suffer and didn't want to die. So start saving lives, man, instead of start contributing to murder of innocent beings. It's a simple shift to make with a huge amount of benefits. Anybody can do it. It's cheaper, and it's just such a positive thing. So that's what we're doing today. We're spreading the love, man. We're spreading the vegan love. We're spreading the vegan message. We're trying to make this world a better place.
Right on. Thanks, James.
No worries.
You know, I'm just gonna. Thanks a lot. And really quick, I'm gonna down, and maybe we'll be able to see ourselves here together. Hey, good people. James is going to be, he's in Portland, Oregon with us. He's been doing like a world tour. We're so lucky to have him. And you're going to be tonight at Lewis and Clark College. Awesome.
Yeah.
Lewis and Clark College tonight.
7 p.m.
7 o'clock, speaking
Get
tonight.
there early. It's going to pack out.
That's right.
Bring your friends, bring your family. And I've got one tomorrow night. Do you know where that is?
Yes, tomorrow night, James is in Hood River, Oregon, in the Columbia Gorge. And I met him. We did a vigil together. Well, we were at the Animal Rights Conference in Washington, D.C. last week. That's where we met.
Yeah.
And then we stayed on, and we went to the Save Movement had their first Maryland vigil, and there was almost 70 of us, right?
That was really, really good crowd. Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And
so
James and I and Anita was there, and so many amazing people. Barbara and Shauna started it, and it was pretty powerful. It was pouring rain. But
yeah, pouring rain, so many people there, and that just shows, you know, like people, we've got a lot of committed people on our side, and we're making a difference. You might not inspire a million people. You never know what you'll do, but you might inspire one person, and even that makes a difference. And that person might inspire the 50 million.
The ripple effect.
The ripple effect, you never know. So get out there, man. Get your voice out there. Spread your message. Spread it from the heart. Increase the peace. Increase the love. And come to my speech if you're in the area tonight and tomorrow night.
Where are you going to next, James? Do you know?
Romania. In a couple of days, I go to Romania. I've got a bunch of speeches happening there. And then I'm off to Israel for the largest ever animal rights march. They're estimating 30,000 people.
Israel rocks when it comes to, is that in Tel Aviv?
Yes.
Yeah. And wow, when are you going to be in Israel? Is that September 2nd? Is that the same date
I'll
as
be there from the 2nd to the 9th. The animal rights march is on the 9th.
Got it. And
Yeah.
we have several in the United States coming up on September 2nd. We have, I think, New York, London,
Yes.
Los Angeles, and I think even Tokyo. There's a bunch that are happening September 2nd over Labor Day weekend. And then James is going to be at the biggest one probably in the world.
It will be, yeah, in Israel, yeah.
Wow.
So get amongst it, you know, join, because we need to stand in unity, and the animals need our voice, and the least we can do is lend it to them for days like this. It's so important to come together and show that, you know, there is power in numbers, and we are standing solid together. We want change, we're fighting for it, the animals deserve it, so it's the least we can do.
Thanks a lot, James.
Sweet.
Thanks for being on the right side of history.
You too, mate.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, guys, so I just want to show you a little bit about what we've been doing here. And you know, I think the basic message is a lot of people today, and often, especially in places like Portland, they ask, well, what about humane meat? What about humane and humanely certified? And I only eat grass-fed, and usually that's an exaggeration. Most people, if you think about it, I used to be like that. I would try, but the reality is I don't think I was very successful most of the time, or mostly chicken and fish. But there's no right way to do the wrong thing. There's no right way. And I gotta say, today's been a huge success. I had a jillion conversations, deep, meaningful conversations with people who were passing by, willing to watch the footage and willing to have the honest conversation, willing to ask themselves the right questions. And it's amazing what can happen when people are really willing to open their mind and heart and just have the conversation. And I can't even tell you the amazing miracles that happened today. So let me just turn it around one more time and see what we see here. And let me see if you guys have any questions. Now's the time before we go over now. Okay, it's hard with the sunlight, but as you can see, we've been out here a few hours, so things are going to start to wrap up. Did you want to just say a little bit about what it's... Oh, before you do, do you know where that poster is?
The one I had earlier.
Did they take it?
I think somebody may have taken it, or they might have taken it over there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, do you want to say a little bit about what it's like to be out here? So you're one of the Cuba Truthers?
Yes, I'm a Cuba Truther. I've been with Anonymous for the Voiceless for a couple months now. This is like my second or third protest that I've been to.
Right on.
And it's great to see people actually like converting to veganism, or at least thinking about it, you know, because the people who pass by, they might not want to go full vegan today, but maybe tonight they're going to think about it and say, hey, well, maybe I'll get the vegan option tonight or something.
Yeah.
So we are saving animals. And yeah, I love it. Earlier I was holding a sign that said, how can you constantly support such unparalleled suffering? And it had a bird that was sprawled out, and I think her neck was slit open.
Completely slit open, and that was on a Gold Star Humane Farm.
Yeah,
and she was in utter terror.
Yeah, it's disgusting how we can call humane murder. What we call murder humane. That's absolutely not humane. We
How
don't
did you
kill
go
humans.
vegan? What happened for you? The quick story.
So I
the
was
20-second version.
I was like balancing. I was jumping between like vegetarianism and like flexitarianism, and I was cheating a lot. And then honestly, I watched What the Health and Cowspiracy, and I saw something about animal cruelty online, and then what really did it for me was actually watching The Truth About Cancer and learning about how meat and dairy cause cancer in humans. And that day when I saw that movie, I never ate like meat or dairy again.
Yeah,
basically.
certain meats
so,
have been deemed carcinogenic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
wow.
All processed meat is a Class 1 carcinogen by the World Health Organization, and all red meat is a Class 2 carcinogen.
Boom.
Yep.
Those are facts.
And
Those are
dairy
absolute
also
facts.
contributes to colorectal cancer. It exacerbates cancer. People who are getting over cancer, if they're eating dairy, their cancer is likely to come back and kill them before the people who decide to go vegan are going to pass away.
That's
so
really true.
It can prolong your life to go vegan, and cancer is not a death sentence. It doesn't have to be.
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being out here. I want to show people that we actually just had a bunch more people. These are all people who came out to be a voice for the voiceless. And because of a bunch of them were across the street. If anybody knows, this is the iconic Powell's Bookstore. And woo! So we had a bunch of people out there, but look at this. Check this out. Look at all these people who are a voice for the animals. Thank you for being out here. Look at them. Look at them. There's the vegan sign. Look at this. Thank you for being out here. Look at all these beautiful faces. All these people are vegan. Ethical vegans. They woke up.
You wrote your conversions.
There's Paco, he organizes the Cube. There's James saying goodbye to a lot of our people. He's hugging, taking pictures. Hey Amanda, thank you for all that you did today.
Thanks.
I saw you at the table. Was this your first time out with the Cube?
This was my first time.
And what was it like? What'd you do? What did you see?
It's pretty amazing seeing the reactions of everybody and seeing everybody kind of come together and create just a good positive atmosphere, just with passion and everything like that.
Wonderful. And did people ask you, passerbys, they came, you were at the table there with all the
I was at the
literature.
table.
Did they ask you questions?
Yeah, I actually met a lot of vegans who wanted to know more about how they could be involved in activism, so that was really cool. And
yes!
Yeah.
Yes, we want all of you people who've stopped
Yeah.
eating animals, come now be their voice with us.
Yep.
We need that more than anything.
100%. Yeah.
It's not okay. It's not just enough to stop beating the dog. Now we need to get you don't just walk by if somebody's beating up a dog.
Yep. 100%.
Well,
Yep.
thanks for being out here. Thank
Yeah,
you so
thank
much.
you.
Okay, so let's just have a look here. Hey, Tyler. How you doing?
Great, great.
So, can you want to say a little bit? I want to show people your shirt.
The classic, holistic, pro-intersectional shirt,
The classic. This is the classic.
classic, yep.
And look at those vegan muscles,
which I
yo.
found in a free box.
Oh, you found in a free box.
Because my style, right?
See, that is your style.
Moneyless
That is how
style.
you roll. So
Moneyless
look at those
style.
muscles, and it looks like you're dying of protein.
I am dying every day. I'm
deficiency.
wasting away. In fact, I went on a 7-day water fast, and it was like no impact. Still got the bulk.
Wow. And you bicycle, just turn around. The sun is a little brutal. This way, this way. Yeah, cool.
Away from
Yeah, a little bit out there.
Okay.
There's James taking pictures with people. He's got the peace, justice, respect, vegan. I want that
Right.
t-shirt
That's
too.
a great one too.
So yeah, and you bicycle all over the place. You bicycle up the mountains and
Yep.
all on that
Go
vegan
on hiking.
diet. So what was it like to be out here?
Very
Talk to
solid.
people.
Very solid.
Very solid.
Good chance to connect with people and do some more vegan outreach, which I was doing last summer quite a bit in the market with you and other folks.
Yeah, we were just at the farmers market. It was really great.
So,
Ask a vegan.
Ask a vegan, the simple, and my style especially too, which fits in perfect here, is just to establish connections and compassionately connecting with people, and you plant little seeds, and through dialoguing, and it's great to see the great turnout today, and we have James here, which is awesome. So
Beautiful.
I'll be there tonight at Lewis and Clark. So
Well, that's right. It is talk. Thanks for being there, voice.
Sure.
Thanks so much. Yeah,
Sure.
it's great to see you.
Yep.
And so we'll just let's see. We'll just show you one more little roundabout. I think we're wrapping up, and we're gonna say over and out. Just a little. Okay, everybody. So again, there's no right way to do the wrong thing. And if you saw this and you were inspired, and you still eat animals, then do your homework. Look into it. I just posted Earthlings on my site. It's everywhere. You can watch Earthlings for free now. So over and out. Go vegan. This is Danny Rukin live with Jane Unchained at the Cube of Truth in Portland, Oregon, downtown, and Anonymous for the Voiceless. Bye, everybody.